Hi YouTube, it's Molly and Matt.
Hello.
So we did a video about 6 months ago about weight loss surgery, dating a weight loss surgery patient, all of those good things. We're going to revisit some of those questions, and there's a few new ones that have come up, but I guess kind of the topic of this video is outsiders, i.e. Matt, coming in to date somebody with weight loss surgery and kind of the nuances of that. So we'll start with some of the ones about finding out about my surgery. So when Molly told you about her surgery, did you ask a lot of questions? If not, why?
There wasn't really... I didn't ask that many questions when we started.
Yeah, nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
It's kind of like you just telling me various things as they came, like
Yep.
the drinking, the serving sizes, all that stuff. It was kind of just you telling me. This is, I guess, why, like, it's a very, to me, it seems like a very personal thing, and when you're very early in a relationship, like, you don't ask very personal questions, at least not a lot of them, and, like, now we're a lot further into our relationship, and so we're asking a bunch of questions that we didn't ask before, so...
and now you kind of know everything because I just spewed it out. So yeah, I think there's not really a ton of questions left to ask.
Yeah, there's Wikipedia.
Have you Wikipedia'd my surgery?
Yes.
Oh my god, really? Have you Wikipedia'd the other surgeries too?
Yeah, I didn't read the in-depth about them, but...
Did you read the in-depth about mine?
Yes.
On Wikipedia?
How much of it I remember?
I'm finding out about this right now, so I'm a little interested.
Yeah, but now, like, I ask questions, because, like, as things come up, I'm, like,
yeah,
curious.
You're definitely more open about asking things now. Because when we first made that video, we were, like, a month into our relationship. So, and now we're living together, and there's really no walls or boundaries. It's kind of a problem. But anyway. When you found out Molly had surgery, what was the first thought that came to mind?
My first thought came
First
to mind.
thought. It may be too long ago for you to remember, apparently.
My first thought was just, like, picturing what was going through your mind when you made that decision. Because, like, I just can't imagine, like, how much commitment that would take to actually go through with something like that. It's a big decision to make, and I guess my thought was like, wow, you actually, like, went through with something that big of a life change. At least that's what I'm remembering.
Yeah.
From back when you told me.
Sounds about right. Because I think that's what we talked about after that, was, like, all of the dedication and all of the work that went into, like, making that decision, and all of the things that I had to go through, like, all of the appointments and testing and all that stuff was kind of what I remember talking about right after. So, kind of makes sense that that's what you would have thought of. Does he police you?
Not really. I mean,
I'm going to let you answer this one first before I
do sort of give you looks like, really, you want this? And then nothing beyond that.
Yeah, and the look's enough. Like, you give me this look, sometimes. You give me this look and it's like, think about what you're doing. And a lot of times I'll think about it and be like, okay. And sometimes I'll think about it and be like, I'll just have half of what I was going to eat. But, like, yeah, you're definitely more so now than you were in the beginning of the relationship. Like, you used to never say anything to whatever. I mean, I was also, well, that was the other thing. Like, now you know what I want to be eating versus what I am eating. And sometimes you just give me this look. And then other times, I like the, like, me PMSing and coming home with a pint of Ben & Jerry's, and you're like, well, I'm not going to stop you from eating this, but I'm going to eat it with you so that you eat less of it.
Yeah. Partly because it's really delicious.
Okay, so you were lying to me about that. Was you're helping me? Was you eating it with me so that I'd eat less? You really
it's a
just wanted...
convenient, like, coincidence that it's delicious and I'm helping you out, so...
Okay.
It was both of them.
So, he thinks he doesn't police me, but Kind of. But it's not like you never tell me. You've never been like, no, you can't have that. But, like, you'll give me that look. Or you'll assist in the consumption of bad things. I have a bug. Oh my god, that carpenter ant is the size of, like, Chuck Norris. It was crawling up my leg. Never mind.
You wanted to do this outside.
I did want to do this. It's a beautiful day. I don't want to be stuck inside. What have we done all morning? Been inside. We're gonna go to a tough one. Oh, good. Weight loss surgery patients go through a lot of emotional changes. Do you feel this puts strain on your relationship? Do you think people entering into a relationship with a weight loss surgery patient needs to be prepared in any way for this?
To me, it doesn't seem like I didn't know you that well before the surgery, so it's hard to tell, like, the change, but I have seen, like, the emotional things, like, you would eat something bad, and then you wouldn't be happy about it, and so there's, like, that, like, emotional thing that other people probably wouldn't have. I mean, people still feel bad when they eat bad things, but then... Like,
some people don't feel bad when they had bad things. Old Molly didn't feel bad when she ate bad things.
Still.
I'm just saying, that's how I got to be 360 pounds. I didn't feel bad. Sometimes.
But, like, there's nothing you can really prepare for that. I think it's just a normal relationship things.
Yeah, people change over time.
This is dealing with emotional, like,
I come problems. With a lot of emotional things, so I don't know if you can really tell any, like, directly. I don't know why he puts up with me.
It's because I love you.
Oh, you're just doing that so that the people like the video.
Because I've never done this before.
Because they love you so much, and you know that if you do something like this, they're all going to be like, oh, you're so cute. It happens. What does he think of your tiny portions?
Usually, like, I guess the thing that always worries me about it is, like, if I'm eating them, like it just feels like they're off bounds to me, because, like, it takes you a while to make those, so I don't usually touch them.
Oh, like me actually portioning everything out?
Yeah, I mean, so
like
you
talk
about
your containers.
Yeah, so I like feel like those, like, I shouldn't eat those, but, like, in terms of, like, the size of your portions, like, I don't really have issues with it.
You're used to it from your sister.
Yeah, my sister, I guess, does have some, like, I'm used to seeing that, but, like, it's carpenter ants.
And for the record, his sister hasn't had weight loss surgery. She's just really freaking tiny and barely eats, which explains why she's really freaking tiny.
But, it doesn't, I don't know.
She eats a lot of watermelon, though.
But the tiny portions, I think it's just normal. Like, just decide what portions we want, and we split.
I think you would have been a little bit more, like, confused by them if we were dating, like, right after I had surgery, and, like, I couldn't even get down, like, an ounce of chicken in the beginning. Like, now I eat, like, 3 ounces of chicken, which is still really small, but, like, that's 3 times as much as before, so maybe you would have thought something more of it. Because I eat a lot now. I feel like I have a big sleeve, or at least compared to some. But anyways, so. Is he opposed to sharing food off of his plate in restaurants so you don't have to order your own food you won't eat?
Oh, I love sharing food with you, because it's like, she eats delicious food, so.
It's true.
And then, like, I've never been able, well, I have been able to.
You can if you want to.
But it's a lot of food, so, like,
and you're very portion conscious.
Somewhat. But
when you want to be.
But, like, if we split a meal, like, I don't feel hungry afterwards, and we finish the meal.
Most of the time, like, we go to Chipotle and we get one bowl, and we're both just, like, done.
Yeah, so like, I actually love it, because it's, like, we don't have to, like, have take-home containers, and less leftovers to deal with.
Yeah, you hate leftovers. By the way, we're having leftovers for dinner.
I like leftovers. I hate storing leftovers. There's just no room in the fridge.
Because you're living with me now. What do you
All
do
the
for
cheese.
There's a lot of cheese in our fridge. What do you do for dates?
Alright, so now that we've been dating for a while, we have a long list of things. We have camping, we have... Going out to dinner is actually not that popular. Like, we do
It's kind of like a...
Like, our anniversary thing.
Yeah, we did that once.
Or twice.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't really go out to eat a ton. It happens when we travel more, I think. Eating out.
Yeah.
Like, we'll stop and get a bowl at Chipotle or...
Yeah, but anyways. So dating, like, we'll go on, like this weekend we went to, I don't know if you can really call it a date, we went swimming at a pool, the gym that you
Because we're doing a triathlon in, like, 20-odd days, and he can't really swim. So, we decided... I can
survive, I just can't thrive in the water.
Yeah, but you have to swim 200 meters, so... Yeah. I decided yesterday that I should probably teach him how to swim since I swam competitively at school, so... Well, like middle school, not like college. That's not happening anymore. But anyways.
Yeah, then we went grocery shopping together. We like doing that.
We've transitioned from the like dating to the living together dating. Like, oh, we have some free time. Let's go grocery shopping together. This shouldn't have happened 7 months into our relationship.
We go to like festivals too.
Yeah. Like, I just think it's funny that grocery shopping made it on the list.
It's a fun experience.
When we take a road trip 45 minutes away to go to a grocery store that's that we have at home that we don't have here, then it is kind of like a date. What is the most challenging aspect of dating someone who has had weight loss surgery?
I have to say it's drinking. Like, I'm always forgetting about, like, I always have trouble remembering how long it is between eating and drinking and like when you do it, and I always end up being like, hey, you want a drink? And then
you feel bad.
Yeah, because I feel bad drinking in front of you when I know that you want a drink but you can't have a drink, and
it's no big deal. Like, I'm used to it. I know a lot of people struggle with the whole like 30-30 drinking thing, and people say it's like the hardest part and blah blah blah. I don't really struggle with it. I also don't do 30 before anymore. I do like 15. Read up about the differences between sleeve and RNY, and you'll figure out that if you have the sleeve and you empty fast, you probably don't need 30 before. But this is not an informative session on drinking. Point being, I don't necessarily do 30-30 anymore. It's probably more like 15-30. I don't really think much of it. It's just second nature, and it happens now, so I don't really care. Like, when you do that, I know he feels really bad. I can see the look on his face the minute I'm like, I can't. And he just, like, his face drops. And I can tell he feels bad, but I'm used to it. But yeah. We have some more questions, but we're almost at 15. So we're going to cut this one, and we're going to come back for a part 2.